Hello gang, Melindon on the mic with another Purple Luffy video. Today we will check the recently uploaded NCL Qualifier winner list from Italy. His name is Riccardo, and this deck list has a little bit of spice in it. So as you can see, he plays 4 Sanjis and 4 Monkey D. Luffys, and then no Lin Lin. The other thing to consider here is that he plays his 4th Ponglay, and the reason why he plays like that is that he wants to ramp with Bentham Ponglay, play either Luffy Taro or Sanji, and then rust down the opponent with the Monkey D. Luffy. So this is his plan. Sanji and Camacho are great for many matchups, for example against Toffee, because Camacho can KO his Stitch, and then Sanji can rest one of his bodies and then kill it. And on the next turn, if you have a Monkey D. Luffy in your hand, you draw a card, you attack another body. So this is pretty much the combination here. Other than that, he plays Captain Kid. So when you go second, you can also play Kid, and on the next turn you can do your combo with Luffy Taro Zoro Zoro or Luffy Taro Sangoro, or you can even do Sanji, and you will gain this dog pack from Kid. So that means that on the next turn you don't need to use your leader's ability to grab life, because you will be on your 9 Dawn in order to play your Monkey D. Luffy or another combination. Other than that, the list is the same list that we also use. Let me show you the list that I have shown you before. So this is our list. This is the list I use currently, but I have played today some games with the list of Riccardo. So let's see. So again, this list, and I must say that I see his point, and it's a pretty good list. So without any further ado, let's go to the games and see how this deck performs. We will start with a game against Shanks. I will also put the speed into 2+. So the first hand, we win the dice roll. Excuse me, he wins the dice roll, and he wants to go first in order to disrupt our curve. So we go second. Our first hand was not ideal, so we mulligan, and this is our second hand, which is actually not great, I would say, but it's also not bad. Then he attacks us for 8k. We can't do anything about it, or we don't want to counter that. And on our second turn, we attack with our leader, just to make sure that he uses his ability, and we put our Zoro in order to grab Sankura. Now we can play on our next turn our combination, and we don't use their leader's ability here because we took this life from his hit, and we want to stay healthy when we play against Shanks. The next hit of his, we don't take that, and first we're gonna attack him with Zoro because he played a Lucky Rooks on his 5-tone curve. And first we will attack with Zoro, then we will attack with leader in order for him to activate his leader's ability. Then we will take 1 life, and now we prefer here to play our Sanji instead of Luffy Taro, so that we can start wiping out his board and also building our board. So we rest his Lucky Rooks, and then we attack into it, and of course he let Lucky Rooks die, and he takes with him Sword Zero. Now he's at his 7th turn, and of course, if he has a Beckman, he can't play the Beckman because Beckman kills a character with 6k or less, which is great. And that's also another reason why you want to use your Sanji here instead of Luffy, Taro and Sangoro, because if you use your Luffy, Taro, Sangoro, and then he will still have the Lucky Rooks, and if you hit him, he might also kill your Sangoro, let's say. And even if he doesn't, on his 7th turn curve, he can play the Beckman and kill your Sangoro instantly. And if he does that, then Sangoro does not bring any value to your deck, because Sangoro brings value only when he attacks, whilst Zoro, for example, brings instant value because you have a body, you establish a body, and you also grab a card. And this card could also be, for example, a Gum Giant. It's not like with Trafalgar Law Searcher that cannot bring this card. So then he attacks us, we stay healthy here, and then he plays a Zoro. We're still going to stay healthy, and then he plays another Lucky Rooks. And here is the point where I can really understand the whole 4 Sanjis idea. And I agree with that, because my god, this card is broken. Now we play another Sanji, so we rest his Lucky Rooks, and we still want to wipe out his board. And this Lucky Rooks brings no value at all. He can't do anything. So we attack his Lucky Rooks, we attack his Zoro, and then he defends the 6k attack because he used his leader ability there. And then, you know what, I was like, if you want to defend the Zoro, then you're gonna give me something more. So I use my leader ability to attach one more don to my leader, and I attack him again with 7. And this time he prefers to defend that because it seems that he needs this body on the field. But now he's at 3 cards, and when he draw one more, he will be at 4 cards. But we are at 2 life, we have plenty of counters, and we have 2 Gum Giants, which is great. Now he's at his 9th turn, he plays a Rayleigh, and he uses Rayleigh's ability, and then he does nothing. That tells me that he doesn't have anything to play with 4 Dawn, because he's healthy, he's at 4 life, so he can't die, and he has only big cards in his hand. So on our next turn, we know that he's at 9 Dawn and that he will probably play a Shanks on the next turn. So instead of playing, let's say, Luffy, Taro and Sangoro, which would be great, or a Monkey D. Luffy, 9 cost to draw a card and such, we prefer to go wide and play. First we attack, of course, to see what he will do with both of our Sanjis and also with our leader. Or, you know what, he doesn't do anything here, so I won't even attack with my leader because he will use his leader's ability. But he took this to life. Now he has cards, but he's on 2 life. And like I said, we go wide and we use our Mr. 2 here. And this is also the value of Mr. 2, because he cannot play Shanks, 10 cost Shanks, but we will have a Mr. 2 to answer that. And Mr. 2 can copy Shanks here. And we leave also one turn open so that we can defend ourselves from his attacks, because we want to keep our characters here. So he first attacks with his Shanks, which tells me, okay, he will probably come and attack us with Shanks, 10 cost Shanks. Of course, we want to stay healthy here. That's priority for us. So we defend that, we counter that. Then he's thinking what he should do here. And he plays Shanks. That's a minus a minus 1k to all of our characters. Then he attacks with Zoro. Of course, I want to defend my Shanks, my Sanji here. So we don't use the blocker, and now we can defend our Sanji. Gum Giant plus 2k, then Sanji, Sangoro, boom. Now we have 4 bodies on our field, and we have 2 more Gum Giants. We don't have any other counter, but we don't care. So we attack with our first Sanji. He does a -1 there, and he defends himself with a 2k. Then I attack with 8k, because I was like, okay, now you're gonna give me something. Then I attack where he takes. He's now at 6 cards. Then again with 8k. He's at 6 cards, so he takes. And then I attach the 2 dons to the bone clay. And I make sure here, that he uses his blocker to defend himself. And this is exactly what he does here. And you know what? I could go for game here with Kid, but this would be too risky, because this guy has now 8 cards, and my Kid would be at like 7k swing, so that wouldn't do much. So I leave 2 open dons for my Gum Giants. I have a huge board there, and he goes with Dragon. I use my first Gum Giant. I defend it. I draw 2Ks, which is awesome. Then he attacks with his Zoro. I was like, okay, second Gum Giant, again a 2k and then 1k. Then he attacks with his Dragon, and I was like, no, I won't give you anything here. And I was like, okay, 2k, 2k, 1k, and of course he resigns, because he can't do anything else. If he attacks me with his Shanks to my leader, I will take. If he attacks a character of mine, I will defend that with Kid, and then I would attach all of my dons to my bone clay to copy his Shanks. And yeah, there was no chance to defend it. So this was the first game. Let's see next another meta leader, a game against Toffee. We win the dice roll. We choose to go first. We mulligan because the first hand was not that good. Let me put that also at speed, at double speed. So he plays his Stitch here, which is a pretty annoying card if you ask me. So we attack first with our leader. He takes. Then we play our Zoro. We grab 9-cost Luffy because we already have our combination Luffy Taro to Sangoro. Now he's at 4 Don. And he attacks first with 5k. Of course, we want to stay healthy here. And then he does his Doflamingo things by playing Jimby in the Weevil, and he draws a card. Now we attack first with Zoro. He takes. Then we attack with our leader, which he counters. And then we grab a life, which is a resource. We ramp a Don up, player Luffy Taro into Sangoro and pass, which is a pretty normal play for us. That's a perfect curve for a Purple Luffy. And now we have 3 characters. He has 3 characters. And we need now to defend ourselves here from now on. We want to stay healthy. We want to stay at minimum 1 life. and the reason is the perfume that he can ignore. Doflamingo can use this card in order to ignore any blocker. And this deck list does not play any big mom, which makes these games against Dofy a little bit annoying, if you ask me. Or let's say that I find it easier to win against Dofy if you have 2 big mums instead and 2 9-cost Luffys instead of 4-cost Luffys. So we counter everything that we can here because, like I said, we want to stay healthy and we don't have a big map here. Dofy does Dofy things with this annoying card, Trafalgar Law, so he bounces back our Zoro. And now we are at our 8-dawn curve. We search some solutions here. The thing is that if we grab a dawn here by using our leader's ability in order to play the 9-cost Monkey D. Luffy, we will be let's say defenseless, because we won't have any spare dawn in order to activate to be able to activate the Gum Giant to defend ourselves. So it's like not the best solution here. So I first attack with my leader to make him block with his boa, and that's exactly what he does. Then I attack this boa because I find blockers like boa annoying, and then we're like, okay, now I will attack you. I will attack your Jimby with 6k and draw 1 more card. It's exactly what we do. Of course, he defends that, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I do have 2Ks, and if I attack your Weevil, you will have only 2 hits. So we'll have 1 hit with Jimby and 1 with your leader, and I have 8 cards in my hand. So let's say that a Dofy player, when you see a Purple Luffy holding 8 cards, it's like really, you know what? Almost everyone would think that this Purple Luffy has many counters in his hand, and this is exactly why I try to play here the Monkey D. Luffy, the 9-cost, because I wanted to see what Ricardo means by no Lin instead of Lin on your curve against Dofy Monkey D. Luffy. And this is also the reason why, because we could also have almost a hand full of 2Ks. What he can do here is putting, and this is exactly what he does, but almost all of our hand was bricks, and now he has only 4 dawns to spare. He has 4 dawns, and we have 3 big bodies and our leader, and now he attacks with his Jimby, which we defend, of course. We don't want to make him. We don't want to give him his life. So then, after that, he attacks our leader with his leader. And now it's a pivot turn, because we are at 0 life. We are at 0 life, and he has 3 life, and I was like, okay, you know what? I don't think that I can go for lethal. I don't feel confident, because if he defends only 1 hit, then we lose the game. So I would say, okay, you play what? 1 perfume, maximum 2, but I would say 1. I will bet that you don't have it. So first of all, I was like, okay, now we will clear everything that we can, like the Jimby. Then attack him with our leader. defend that, as you can see with a 2k. Then Luffy Taro he takes, then our big Luffy he takes, now he's at 1 life and 5 cards, and we pray that he doesn't have any perfume. And I was like, okay, now we will play our Zoro too, in order to search something good. And we hit an Onami, which is great, because now we can play another Sword Zoro, and we grab another 2k. The thing is here that you could also play an Onami, and then sacrifice 1 card to draw 2 cards. But I have done it quite a lot of times, and the risk here was that I could have ditched a 1k, for example, with Onami, let's say our Bone Clay or our Law, and then I could have drawn 2 bricks, and I need every single counter here. And of course, like I said, Onami, if he has perfume, does nothing at all. So I draw a 2k, another 2k, and now he has to go for game. He has to go for game. I was like, okay, bro, come to me. The first hit, 7k, we counter, of course. And now comes the second hit with his leader and all of his dons. And now you will see the strength and how broken the Gam Giant is, because he attaches all of his don, 13k attack. We use our Gam Giant, we ditch 1k, and we draw to 1k, so we're at 9, 2k, 1k, 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 14 to 13, and we win. Exactly like that. Yeah, it was close, but even if he had, let's say, for example, perfume, which he had, it would be the same. It would be exactly the same. We would have won, and the reason behind that is, of course, the Gam Giant. It's a broken card, So let's go to our next match against Blackbeard. He wins the dice roll, unfortunately, and he chooses to go first, which is okay. I mean, because okay, I just don't want to have teats on curve. And this is our hand, which I find pretty okay, if you ask me, against Blackbeard. Lafitte, then we hit our Luffy Taro, which is almost a dead card in this match, as Blackbeard does not let us use our combo. This is the perfect combo, by the way. So Zoro Tsuru, Luffy Taro no Sangoro, and then your Monkey D. Luffy 9 cost. But unfortunately, we can't do anything about that in this matchup. The first card that we draw is a Zoro Tsuru. Many could argue that this is a brick. Okay, it's a brick, but it's a 4 cost, and against Blackbeard, 4 costs are gold. Believe me. He does not use a black hole here, so we clear his Lafitte, and instead of taking 1 life and playing a Sangoro, I decide here to play Zoro Tsuru, and the reason behind it is because I want to search. I want to search with it and get the full value of this card. And this is exactly what I do. And we get to grab 1 Gam Giant, which is the best card in our deck. Let's speed that up at double speed. Then we pass. He attacks us with 5k. We want to stay healthy here, so we counter. And now he has 4 don left. He trusts something, and then he plays a Liberation or Black Hole in order to trust our Sword Zero. But what this Blackbeard does not do is he does not try to establish board. He Black Scholas, okay, that's okay for me, but he has nothing on his board. And if you watch my videos, my Martial Edits, my Blackbeard videos, for example, the in-depth guide where I explain how you should play Martial Edits in my humble opinion, and you should see that Edits should take over, should clear the board, but he should also build up some board. So, sorry for that. We decide here to attack him with 7k and play our Sangoro and start building some board here. Unfortunately, we have many big cards like 2 Luffy Taros, like one 9-cost Luffy, and this is not the ideal play here. Then he starts establishing some board. We can use our Sangoro here to grab a card, which is great. Of course, he black hole us, and we have one Zorzuro 4-cost, and I'm happy about it. So we attack him and we draw another Sangoro. We use our leader's ability because what the hell, I want all of my tendons and I want cards as fast as possible. And then I play two bodies, so one Sangoro, one Zorzuro. I attack my leader and I leave one Don open for the use of my Gum Giant, of course. Because now he's at 9 Don, which is a pivot turn, because next turn it's his 10 Don curve, his Martial Edits turn. I have three big bodies, so not that big, but you know what, middle bodies, which is great. He attacks my leader with 9k. You know what, I take that, I don't care. Because if I'm at one life, for me, this leader is healthy. The thing that is great here is that now, so this did black hole us every turn, which is correct. But the problem is he's now only 4 cards. One of them is Blackbeard, so Martial Edits 10 cost. We are at like 100 cards on our hands, but almost all of them are bricks, which sucks. But it's okay. And we have 2 Sangoros, and both of these cards have, when attacking, draw another card. This is great. This is great for us. And 2 Gum Giants, our broken card. So I decide here, okay, he will play his Tits on his next turn. We need bodies. We can't finish him off in that turn. But what we can do here is try to bring him down, either in cards or in life or in both. And it's exactly what we do. And we draw another Gum Giant, which is crazy. It's crazy. So I decide here, you know what? I have many bricks. So I want to establish at least one body and make sure that I will survive the next turn. So what I do here is I attack him with 8, I make him take 1 life, I play one blocker, kid, and leave 3 Dons open. And I got 3 Gum Giants. So first he attacks me with 5k, that tells me, okay, he decided to play his Tits here, which is okay. And this is exactly what he does. He plays his Tits, and then he attacks my Sangoro. Of course, I use my Gum Giant to defend that. And I draw 1 2k, 1k, and then I defend my Sangoro with these 2. Now we have 4 bodies and our leader, and of course he did 1 more card in order to black hole us. But mathematically, he can't do anything here. He can't do a thing here. We got this game. So we start by 8k'ing him. So he takes And we have 3 more hits and he has only 1 blocker. So again, 9k now. What are you gonna do? He will block here. Then again 9k with or I think all of my dons to my leader. And of course he can't do anything here. He has only 3k in his hand. Against Blackbeard, one more time, you need to go wide. And don't be scared of the 10 cost TCGs. Be scared if the Blackbeard has established the board, is healthy and starts spamming his TCGs. Now to end this video we will let's see, we are at like 30 minutes. Okay, then we will do quickly 2 more matches to show you also what you can do with this deck against also Rust decks like Belo Betty, which is a deck that I hate also in my locals, and I won last time against Belo Betty in my locals, which was awesome, but also that close, and I only won because of the broken card Gam Giant. I had 2 of them. So in this match, we in our first hand we draw 2 pivotal cards, Kamazo and Sanji. These are the best cards you can draw and play against the Rust deck. The first thing that he plays is a Koala. It's a 2k. So guess what we will play here? Of course, we will use our leader ability. We will play Kamazo, which is a really scary card for a Rust deck to see. Then he plays his Ivankov, ditches a card, and then he attacks us. We want to stay healthy here, and that's exactly what we do on our next turn. And then he plays, of course, also Morley from his Ivankov ability. We grab a card, we play as our Sanji, we get rid of his Koala for free with Kamazo, which is it's awesome. And we have rested his Ivankov, so we attack his Ivankov. We do almost a full board clear now. We attack with our leader, we attack with Kamazo. Of course, he tries here like crazy to find some triggers, and I also pray every single time that I attack him not to hit a trigger in his life. We're in a great spot here because we have 2 Sohatsis, we have a Kid, and we have a Gam Giant for later on. But now we will use everything that we have to defend not our life but our board. Our board, guys. He does exactly the same, ditches 1 card, he tries to kill our Kamazo, we defend. Then he attacks again our Kamazo, we can't do anything about it, and then he attacks us again with his leader, and what we do here is we defend ourselves. So we are now at 8 ton, I think. 8 ton, exactly. And he has 1 blocker, he has established 1 blocker. So the first thing that we do here is attack him with 7k. He ditches all his cards except 1. Then we attack him again with 7. He takes. We establish a blocker and we leave one don't open for what else? Our MVP card, Gam freaking Giant. And again, Belo Betty does Belo Betty things. He attacks us with 7k. We have 3 life, we're still healthy. We have a blocker, we have Gam Giant. We're not afraid of anything here. So we use our Gam Giant, we defend ourselves, we draw 1 2k, 1k, which is awesome. Then he plays a killer. He has almost attacked me with 3 life. Then he attacks me with his Belo Betty. We defend ourselves here. Then he attacks us with his Molly, our Sansi. We let that go. We don't care. We don't care at all. Now we will take this life. He has one blocker now, but you know what? He has only one card. He has no life. He has no open dawn, and this is GG because we attach only one dawn to our character on board. We attack him, and then we could attach all of our dawns to our leader. So this is how you play against such decks. And our last game for today is against Enel. Of course, we choose to go first. We want to rush him down as soon as possible. We hit our Zorzuro, we hit our Sangoro. We also have one Bone Clay in our first hand, which is awesome. What do we do? Like always, we attack first, then we play our Zorzuro. Come on. Okay, he takes, then we play our Zorzuro. We grab one Sansi, I think, yeah, one Sansi here. And because we have enough counter and we have a Gum Giant, we don't need only 2Ks here. We defend that, we want to stay healthy. He plays a Frankie. We attack first with Zorzuro. He defends himself, we attack with our leader. He takes, then we take life and we use our combination Luffy Taro into Sangoro. Now we got our perfect trio, our perfect combo. We have a Sansi waiting, we have 2Ks, we have 1Ks, we have Gum Giant, we have everything. So he attacks us with 6K, we defend ourselves. And he has 5 dawn remaining. He attacks us with Frankie. Like, okay, do I want to defend that? I was like, okay, what the hell, I won't let you reach 10 dawn maybe. And then he plays a Monkey Luffy, 5 cost in order to KO our Sangoro and draw a card. Now we have 3 cards, 2 cards on the field and our leader. We ramp 1 dawn, we draw a card, we hit a Zorzuro. I was like, okay, let's see, now we're at 9 dawn. We will first hit with 7K his Frankie to clear the board. And also draw a card, and we hit Elo. Then we want to bring him down a little bit. That's possible. Then we hit him with 5. Bet him. Do you want to give me some cards or you want to take life? And he wants to defend himself here. And then we attack him with Luffy Taro, which he takes. And then we establish our board. So we play a Zorzuro, and then we play an Onami, and we draw 2 9-cost Luffys. We have our Sansi. We have 2 Gum Giants. We have an Uso, Hatsi, we have another Law. Now he attacks us with 7K. We defend. Why not? And then he plays, I think, an Ace. Exactly. He attacks us with 8K. We defend. Because why not? And we are still healthy here. We draw the third Monkey D. Luffy, 9 cost, and you know what? He will do the job here. He will do the job. So we attack first with our small characters. First with Sangoro to draw a card. Defends that. Then with Zorzuro, again 6K. I was like, okay, give me one more card. Give me one more card. He defends himself with a 2K. Then again with a 5K, he takes. That tells me that he might don't have anything else. Again with 8K, and I was ready to play my roster, but he gave up, and the reason why was exactly this situation here. So he didn't have anything. This is a pretty common issue for Enel, so he breaks really often. But this was it for today, guys. This is a deck list that Ricardo came up with like I said, he plays, instead of 2 Lin-Lins, 2 Monkey D. Luffys, 4 Monkey D. Luffys, which is understandable. And he plays 4 Sanjis, which is also great. It's also great because it gives you an alternative instead of Luffy Taro. So if you don't have, because the idea behind 4 cost cards, so if you have more 4 cost cards like Usopp, is that if you don't have the Sangoro and or Zordzuro and you have a Luffy Taro, that you play, for example, Luffy Taro into let's say Usopp. But you can also play Sanji instead of this combination, which is also great because you manage to clear the board. You rest up a character, you attack him, you also attack afterwards the already rested characters, and you are the king of the field. And on your next turn, for example, if you draw to one of these 2 cards and you have Luffy Taro, you can also play Luffy Taro into something else. And against Blackbeard, I mean, you saw the game. You have choices. You have choices, and when you play 4 Bone Clays, it's also really strong against Shanks, against Blackbeard, against many decks. Okay. Again, this was the list. I hope that you liked the video. I hope that you liked the ranked matches on the sim. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would change in this list, or if you like this list. You can also see the video of the interview with Ricardo. This is from the No Heroes, I think, channel, which is also great, and he explains the whole deck list card by card. Go see that also. And if you want me to do another video with Purple Luffy with this list or with my original list, let me know in the comment section below, or just drop a hi. Let me know what you think. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.